Hello, everyone. I am Tacit, and you know what week it is? Vault Weekend! And of course, 2 weeks from now, also Vault Weekend for some reason. We got two Vault Weekends this week. I said this weekend. We got two Vault Weekends this month. Anyways. Goal's probably still going to be about the same. 300 or so Vault keys. Starting at a bit of a weirder number than normal, because I kind of forgot to go use all of our keys. But we started at 296, which I'm just going to count as like 300 as our start. So we're starting at -2 keys right now, because it'll be easier to count that way. So we're starting at -2 keys. Wonderful. And I believe that's still our starting number. So 73 for Epic Vault keys. Or, 1073, basically 73. I was also able to find 4 or 5 verses during the day, which, not a lot, but will get us through how many we need to do today, so that works out. Until tomorrow, where we need to go grind a ton more. Once again, we got a lot luckier on verse 2s than we did on verse 3s, as we do always on verse 1 and 4. But at least we got some. Oh, also, you know what else we ended up finding? I'm surprised we only found one, but I figured I'd save it for once, because a lot of times I just take these off stream, but don't actually save them. We got a tier 4 Mimic, Horde Mimic. Let's see if we can actually get ourselves some loot. Of course, I believe the chance for this is the same regardless of rarity, kind of like how Under Spire is, where it doesn't really matter what rarity the dead end room is. I believe they're all kind of weighted that you still get the same thing. Or not the same thing, but, the actual troop you're looking for, they're all, like, weighted similarly. And, if I'm not mistaken, this is the exact same. Where, while your chance of getting one to occur, just, like, naturally, is harder on Explore 1, the actual chance of when it occurs, it being a troop, I believe is the same on 1 as it is on 12. It's just you're going to see it more often on 12 just because of the frequency rather than the actual drop rate. But let's see if we actually get it. This is a lot more frequent that you'll get a Explore 12 Mimic rather than Explore 1 Mimic, but the rate for both should be the same as far as when you get to this exact phase right here, which is the do we get Mimic? We have not got one in like a year and a half. Or whenever that was added, because we got both ours within the first few months. The first one within, like, the first month, because we were power grinding it like crazy, and then another one, like, a few months after, because we're still doing a ton of Explore 12 back then. But let's see what we get. Any Horde Mimic? No. Just Yasmin's. Unfortunate. Man, anyways. We're probably going to be mostly throwing Paloozas down today. We should have every single crown already, as you'd kind of expect from doing anything to try to get the gnomes today. You're obviously any location you would normally do that, most notably Explore. You're easily going to get all of the battle crashes along the way. And now we get our final reward, or at least tomorrow anyways. We get the Midnight King, and the blade that is probably going to be $5 money locked after this week. So if you are within range of being able to get this weapon, you might want to heavily consider it. Just because this is probably $5 money locked starting like a few weeks from now. Or, pretty much immediately as soon as this passes over at the end of this week. It's not that good, though. It just deals some heavy splash damage to an enemy, then deals light splash damage to a random enemy. I guess it's kind of similar to some mythics of the same color, but it has no follow-up unless it has it on its perk, so very rarely are you ever actually going to bring that out as a weapon. And, of course, we get the Midnight King, which not really anything too relevant there. No, I do not want to purchase it. Just trying to click the troop so I can see what it does. Why wouldn't it do it after you just clicked on it? Wait, what? I'm just trying to click on the thing to get info. Wait, it lets me do it for the weapon. Why won't it let me do it for... It really just does not want me to... There we go. But yeah, this guy, similarly, just the lack of follow-up is what makes him not that good. Like, compared to what's in Midnight right now, he'll be fine. But going forward, once Midnight actually has more options, he's probably almost never going to be used. He inflicts terror on the 2 weakest enemies. Then deals a bunch of damage boosted by mythic allies, which of course is probably going to be most of your teams and the restrictions where you would even bother considering putting this onto your team. And also gets to summon a Midnight Troop, which currently is not much to choose from, but it can summon a summoner, so it does have that going for it. It can't summon itself, but it can summon another summoner due to there already being other summoners in there. Starts with Darkstar, and gains a bunch of attack to all mystic allies when matching purple, which I guess this kingdom is trying to be like a skull-based, magic-based kingdom. But I wish this at least would have been attack and magic. Kind of weird that it is only attack, as there are very few mystics in the game that are actually skull-oriented. Almost all of which exist in Midnight, so I guess it does have some synergy there, but still, not that much synergy. Of course, I already have some pity keys, though no Palooza's done yet. And we still have an EXP booster I should probably go use. Anyways, hello everyone! Let me start from the top. Hello, a lot of hellos. Hello Isabel. Hello Lester. Hello Bill. Hello Frank. Hello, Sonny. Hello, hello Lester. Hello, just trying to read through all the chat. Hello Tyrion. Let's see. No more evil blue hearts. Yeah, I've never updated any of those graphics since like ages upon ages ago. Genki really hates them, and I find that really funny. It's one of the reasons I haven't really wanted to replace them. Let's see. Hello City. Hello Supernova. Hello Chad. Hello Minnie. Hello hello Imperial. Hello Logic Slayer. Hello Miss Insane Witch. Let's see. Did you see the perks on the campaign pass? 50 weapon is extra turn. Wait. Is it really? Oh, hold up. That weapon's actually really good. Wait. That thing is rope dart without armor tier? Wait, that thing is splash? That's basically Mistralis then. Wait, what? Oh, that's interesting. I normally don't check their perks because I just assume, oh, they're going to be pretty average and underwhelming. But, hold up. If that's going to be the $5 money locked weapon, this could be the strongest $5 money locked weapon we probably ever had. That's actually kind of insane. And we're not going to have it until tomorrow. Oh, I was hoping we get top 3. Ooh, we didn't even get to play Guess the Door. Let's go take these out. Yeah, we're already on the right team, might as well. Yeah, the weapon's actually really good then. That changes everything. Honestly, every weapon will go from its average to it's one of the best weapons in the game if you just add extra turn. It's a very simple process, which this whole game is basically based around. Is give something extra turn and it will be broken if it was already average without it. Like almost every troop's value is based on how well their extra turn potential is relative to what their ability does. Which is why things that have no follow-up whatsoever tend to be pretty bad. Because they are guaranteed to only get whatever values on the card. Whereas having any amount of follow-up can be the value that the ability does, plus infinite more. If you keep getting extra turns. So extra turn potential is a extremely important thing on a troop. It's one of the reasons why Stellaryx is actually so good. Even though he has less extra turn chance than Truffle, and technically a less infinite chain than how much damage Truffle will do, its extra turn to damage ratio is better than Truffle, in that it will do more damage consistently in less time. So it ultimately ends up becoming better in most situations. And that's a pretty good instance of like the ratio between what an ability does and its extra turn potential. Because it's not always about infinite looping, as there are a lot of very, very slow infinite loops in the game. Like Goblin Rocket, for example. Goblin Rocket, there's a lot of teams that could be put on that have infinite loop, but its damage output is absurdly slow. Even though it's a really good board control, infinite loop kind of troop. But it's generally too slow to use in the current state of the game. And having that nice sweet spot of really good extra turn potential that might be not infinite, but its damage output per, instance is really high. Stuff like that tends to be really good, which is one of the reasons why Stellaryx is actually insanely high up there. Even though its extra turn potential is quite a bit worse than other options in the game. But its damage to extra turn ratio is really good. But yeah, just add extra turn to any weapon and it becomes insane. So yeah, that weapon at the end of the pass is actually kind of good. It's basically like mini Mistralis without the enchant. It's like mid-range Mistralis. But the benefit is, instead of enchant, you have, the entirety of hero. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. And of course, it's way lower mana cost than Mistralis, though it does only cover 2 colors, rather than 3. The other problem is it is a blue-yellow weapon, which means it's competing with Rope Dart, which of course is not necessarily good. That's a bad thing to have competition with, that is for sure. Anyways. What are we doing here? Let's go and... did we finish our dungeon? We did. Okay. Let's go and... What do we have? Campaign done. Adventure board. Go clear this out. We're going to have some gems. Actually, that reminds me. Do we have a daily involving them? I didn't check what these are. Nope, we already took them all. Defeat 2 mini-bosses because we were spamming Explore a ton earlier. Collect 3 tributes, so I think we're up to like 8 to 10. And match a bunch of skulls in any battle. I'm not sure when that got done. I guess when we're doing Zulgoth. Because otherwise, I haven't really done that today. And we're still not done with raids, so we actually do have to go do raids. We'll go do raids then. What was the other thing I was just looking at, though? It wasn't Bird. I already had Bird. Oh, yeah, it was Adventure Board. I was just double checking the other thing. Yeah, since we're in raids, let me go do it. This is the final day I think we have to do raids. By the time we stream tomorrow night, the guild will already be done with it all, so we'll go for it. Alright, oh, what do we need here? Let's grab purple? Actually, don't even need purple. Grab a yellow. Actually, no, that's the same problem. Well, I guess at least we got to block Valraven. Hold up, same issue right there. Alright, let me kill that out. Oh, I forgot to take extra turn skull there, though. Anything worth taking here? Not that. We'll take that. I want to get that to full mana, but we should be able to get it up naturally. And there we go. So, hello, Daddy Shark. Hello, Outlander. Hello, Eric. Welcome, 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 welcome. You got your level 1000? Nice. Huge congrats. Great milestone level. That is a really big milestone level. Let's see. You've been at work most of the time, so you haven't been able to play. Well, you have the rest of the weekend. Still plenty of time. Plus, even if you can't really play this Vault weekend, we have another Vault weekend, like, right around the corner. It's one of the closest we've ever had Vault weekends. Not the absolute closest, but pretty close. It's one of the reasons I'm probably just going for an average grind this time around. Because we literally have 2 Vault weekends this month. One right now, for the next 2 days. You know, all of today, all of tomorrow, all of Sunday. And then another one 2 weeks from now. For the same duration. Hello, Defiant! Welcome, welcome. Alright, get all of our mana. Get all of our pokes. Get all of our pokes round 2. And dead. Lester, I said hello to you already. I haven't said hello to your name switch, though. Let's see. Got a Valraven there. Is the current flash offer worth it? No. Absurdly, super, ridiculously no. I'm pretty sure that was said as a joke. Because I even looked at it today and was like, what on earth are they thinking? I said hello, Abeck. Welcome, welcome. Oh, wait, is that Mr. Z and not Lester? Wait, are they 2 different people? Starting to confuse them as the same person these days. Let's see. There's 2 of them. They're multiplying. Hello, Mr. Thomas. Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Happy New Year. Hope you have a good 2024. Also, I feel like I forgot to call one of my family members during New Year. But the problem is I forget which one it is. So I have no way of knowing. I was thinking about that the other day. It's like, I feel like I forgot to call someone. But I have no way to double check which one everyone I've called, so... Well, we'll find out later. Check the call log history. Oh yeah, true. The phone probably does have that, doesn't it? I didn't think about that. I know it does for voicemail, but I forgot it might also have it for calls out. But yeah, this offer is obscenely not worth it. It's only 3 of each verse and some gems. And the gems just bloat the price like crazy. Yeah, that is absurdly not worth it. Let's see. We did that. Oh yeah, we're still on perfect underspire, by the way. And by that I mean we've only made one mistake, which is our most perfect underspire. It's not a perfectly perfect underspire. But if we go perfect the rest of this underspire, it'll be the most perfect underspire we've ever had. With the least number of mistakes. Let me clear out adventure board real quick. By that, just claim the small amount of gems. And I think we're heading to underspire, then probably just doing Paloozas the rest of the stream, most likely. Probably throwing down 5 or 6 Paloozas. Which means probably another hour and a half then. I'll be handing out 2 codes. We'll probably hand one out once we finish out all dailies, another one as we're doing all the Paloozas. Will probably be the game plan. Yeah, I was getting some really good angel luck today. As far as, like, their frequency. The actual loot has been pretty hit or miss. But I feel like I got a ton of angels today compared to normal. Alright, we did. Let's do a head count. Adventure board, check. At least everything relevant. Campaign, been done since Monday. Pet rescue, don't need that one. Raid boss, we did our contribution and it should be done by tomorrow night. Kingdom Pass, been finished for ages now. Well, not finished, but you know, the the basic rewards. Yeah, it's everything. Let's go do Underspire. It's be Underspire time. I know for sure this one can't be wrong because it's just a straight line. A good old straight line. I'll take that one over. Take that one over. Pokety poke. Gnomes are everywhere. World events will do that. Oh, and always kill him with the book. Oh, we still have a straight line, surprisingly. Let's see. It's still snowing by you? Oh, wow. I still haven't seen snow. We've been having a little bit of a storm lately that was passing by, though. But, no snow. Ooh, our first decision that we need to make. This is our first chance to make something wrong. Well, technically not, because the primary path should be really straightforward. After that is when we can go make our first mistake. And that's the same thing that happened last time when we're on track for, like, a near perfect. The final section that got us. Hopefully it doesn't this time. Alright, well, there's the door. And now we have 2 choices, left up or right up. I need to contemplate our decision. And whatever path we're going to choose is probably going to diverge into another 2 paths. Come on, one more. There we go. Nice smooth Stellarix battle. Oh! Well, that made our decision easy. We go this way! No, obviously. Well, I love this format. Keep doing this. Keep the straight line rolling. Look at this. It's just a pure horizontal. Look at this floor. What even? Anyways, let's keep going. Hey, less chances to make mistakes. Can't make a mistake if the path never diverges. Oh no, we missed really hard. Wow, that wasn't even enough mana either. Let's see. Hey, we could probably take one of those blue lightning bolts for once. I feel like I barely touched them. Yeah, Isabel's still trying for all the dragons. She's been trying to do it without spending any gems. That's taking a bit longer. Oh no. Oh no, I knew it was too good to be true. Oh no. It's not a double path, it's a triple path. Well, at least we know if the one to the right goes down, it's almost guaranteed dead end. So we can roll that one out. But if it goes up and down, that's scary. I'd probably take the path that's single if all of them diverge to double. I probably could have taken that skull. Bit of a huge miss though. Ooh, with the equally bad follow-up. We deliberately take not purple-yellow, as that thing does not have that much time to live. We'll take that one over. We'll take the other one. And there we go. Alright, that was a concern. With down up. Alright, we know that it can't be next to it, because that one's going to go right over there. That one's almost guaranteed going to dead end as much as that one's going to dead end. It's pretty much double dead end. What day are we on right now? Friday? Oh, we won't even know if we made a mistake yet. I want to say either up or left, but I don't know which. Because the boss room generally doesn't like being by the final boss room, which makes me kind of want to go up. It's impossible that the other boss room is next to the boss room. Let's see. Wait, Isabel, what are you pointing at? Oh, you got your third dragon today? Nice. Yeah, I did see that when you mentioned the other comment. I definitely don't want to go right. It's either a up or a left situation. And I want to say up. I think this might be an up. Alright, let's go make our mistake. Let's go up. Let's double check the rooms. Yeah, we're going up. We're going for it. If it's a mistake, it's a mistake. We'll find out. Alright, right off the bat, what do we need here? Oh yeah, I forgot. We're actually in the deep end. We can start dying on some of these if we're not careful. You've been spending gems, and you have 6k Dragonite? Nice. Only 600 more to go. Oh, you're pretty much going to get it this weekend, then. Because between the Vault Weekend Dragonite and, you know, the Dragonite from dailies, as well as if you get any from merchants, that means you'll easily be able to finish this weekend, then. Oh, you have almost 100,000 gems. Nice. Quite a stack. I've been slowly starting to repair mine after constantly consuming them. Alright, we'll leave it there because we have 2 more whole days. So we kind of overspent a little bit because of how good of a layout we've had. But, I will leave it there for now. Because we still have all of Saturday, all of Sunday. That's 14 torches right there. Which is easy enough to get through everything. Alright, anyways. Next order of business. I think it's just Palooza time. Let me go get the timer up. Let me go get the Vault Key counter. Actually, I don't have a Vault Key counter, do I? Vault Key counter. Where are you? One of these should be a Vault Key counter. Let's make the zeros. Technically, we're actually at -2 Vault Keys right now. Let's see. 0, 0, and 0. Alright, there we go. That would help if I make it visible. Let's go get our little timer going. Wherever it's hiding today. Alright, we good to go? I think we're good to go. Just wait for the timer to time in. Good water break time. Or tea break. Wish you would have taken tribute during the 1,000 day hiatus you took. Yeah, tribute honestly gives absurd gems these days. Especially relative to like everything else. Mostly because we keep getting new kingdoms too. Like I think on per tribute I'm averaging like 30 these days. Just because of the sheer amount of kingdoms we have these days. Because we're up to like what, 37, 38? I'm losing track of the number honestly. We are at 38 kingdoms right now. With the new one that came out the other week at the beginning of the year. And there's a good chance we're actually getting a 39th one already this year. And then a 40th one sometime early next year. So, yeah, the number just keeps ticking up. And as it does, tribute just keeps getting better and better. And of course, as every single kingdom individually goes up, also gets better. Anyways, let's make sure timering. Alright, I think it's Palooza time. Let's go set up our team. Let's see. Explore, fight. Make sure we're using the correct one. Which is not that one. Which is this one. Hey, merchant. Anything good? No. I'll take that, I guess. Alright, should be good to go. Let's go run a Palooza. Let me just take one more sip. Oh yeah, before we do though, let me go hand out a code. That'd be a perfect time. Let me go get a code. After I'm done sipping like every drink I have here. Nice and hydrated. Alright, where are we? Code time. Grab one of these, grab one of these. Alright, there you guys go. There's the first code. We'll have at least one more a little bit later. Probably do 2 every single day this weekend. For the good old Vault weekend. Alright, let's go. Soul Forge. How many Paloozas we're gonna run tonight? I don't know. I want to say 5. I might go for 6. We'll see. Oh, that's not up. I'm going to Vault Keys to, like, use that as a Palooza. That's not what I'm looking for. That's what we're gonna get from doing it. But that's not what we're looking for. There we go. Alright, let's go hunting. Also, thank whoever just claimed the code for us. You've been leveling the Weaver while upgrading the thing. I was considering mostly doing it next week while doing it with PvP. Because what team are you using it with to include it? If you're using like Rowan build or something similar, it's pretty easy to fit it in. But I'm not aware of any way to really structure Dust Devil Quick Kill to make it work. Like, I'll have to slow down the team slightly in order to get XP for it. Which is why I haven't been personally. Whereas when we do it on PvP next week and all other weeks, we don't actually have to slow down the team for the most part. Like, if we're running a Stellarex Quick Kill team, very rarely is it going to be hindered by running the hero class compared to, like, Archmagus or something. Yeah, they do need to rework the PvP system. Though that's kind of the whole point of this year, is to rework the PvP system. So I'm pretty sure the state that is in right now is not the state it's going to be staying in all year. You stopped at 150k VP? Nice. Yeah, I'm not going that high this week on VP. It's the whole reason why I didn't go for the grind. Then a lot of people were saying they were getting promoted without even getting, like, the promotion range. So hopefully that happens to us this week. But otherwise, we'll be going for it next week. I do need to get a few more silver marks this week, though, to finish out the one thing. Because every single time I've checked, I haven't seen a PvP pet. It's kind of sad. They're out there somewhere. Supposedly. Have they made a forum post addressing that yet? That there's just like randomly PvP pets in drop table? Because there's still like another 10 of them that I need. Well, technically 11 count that one we didn't get this week yet. This will basically be our warm-up palooza, and then we'll go do a whole hour straight of them. Not gonna activate them all at once, though, of course, because you have to get more loot doing them one at a time. But just for the sake of it, since we're already running this team, I'll probably throw an XP booster on one of them. So a lot of rest of the XP boosters, honestly, I should go run off-stream when we're doing verse farming. Because we get a little bit better value for them when we do. Oh, it's definitely not intended? Well, what can they possibly do about it? It's not like they're gonna roll back every pet that people got. Let's see. Game crash and froze on PvP game wouldn't load back up. Lay-in wouldn't connect to servers. You had to uninstall and reinstall twice. Really? Oh gosh. I haven't had any issue like that in quite a while. There's probably a time balance of time wasted loading gnomes versus a time doing merchant offers. Yeah, you don't get merchant offers while you're doing a Palooza, but you do have the time of all 4 of them triggering every single time. Which wastes a good second or two. The amount of time wasted by merchant is definitely higher, though. Especially when you actually take a merchant and angel, instead of just spam clicking past them. But merchants and angels definitely take more time than the extra time that a Palooza does at the loading of all 4 of them. Oh yeah, treasure map's really been needing update for a while. Similar to how the PvP system hasn't been reworked since 2016. The treasure hunt system also pretty much hasn't been reworked since like 2016. It has been in dire need of an update, and they've been saying for a long time that they were going to do it. They were originally going to do it around the time of the arena rework. So the arena rework at this point happened like, what, 4 or 5 years ago? And they still haven't done the treasure hunt rework? Because they were originally going to be at the same time, but then they did arena first, and they said they'll do the treasure hunt one down the line. And here we are multiple years later, and it still has not happened yet. I still feel like they're going to add like epic maps or something similar when they do end up doing it ultimately. You know, some kind of equivalence to that. Are we just doing our usual 300? Yes. Our plan is 300 again, as we normally do. Split across approximately 100, 100, 100. That doesn't mean we need a ton more verses. Because we're going to go through almost every last one we have tonight. Hey, a Dragonite gnome. Kind of good on Dragonite for now, but, you know, we don't have enough for the next batch, so start farming early. That way when we get the 3rd batch of dragons, we'll be good to go. Assuming we ever get a 3rd batch. I sure hope we do. That'd be actually kind of insane if that becomes a yearly thing. I think they're going to start doing it bi-yearly if they're going to keep doing it now, though. Or something similar. Just because if they keep doing it, like, literally every single year, there's no way newer players will ever be able to catch up. But they start doing it bi-yearly now that we have 2 sets, that could kind of work. Like, this 2-year period of time is definitely easy enough for you to get whatever set of dragons you like the most. And then still have some left over. Whereas 1 year, not so much. Unless you're, like, absurdly active. But 2 years is a nice time frame between them to be able to earn your favorite set of dragons, plus have some to put towards a new set. Or a different set that you might want if you don't want the new one. Yeah, that's a Horde Mimic. You know how many 5 times Mimics we've gotten without getting another Horde Mimic at this rate? It's actually kind of insane. We got 2 within a few months, and now we've gone like 2, almost 3 years. I think this will actually be the 3-year mark without getting a third. Like, we're about 2.5 year dry on getting a Horde Mimic. Like, I think we should almost be at 4 by now. We've only gotten 2. We're actually gotten that unlucky on the 3rd. Luckily, we didn't get that unlucky on our first one. Otherwise, that'd be kind of bad. Our first 2 are pretty much on drop rate. Our first one was like about on drop rate as you can get, and the second one was slightly over drop rate, but still pretty much on drop rate. The third one has been mega over drop rate by like 3-4 times though. Yeah, it's honestly doing the Horde Mimic grind when you have 0 is probably one of the worst grinds in Gyms of War. Just because of how less relevant a high-level Explorer is compared to when it first came out. Like, when Horde Mimic first came out, Explore 12 was, like, the only piece of infinite content you could really do at the time that was, like, worthwhile. Now there's a ton more areas where you could be grinding. Most notably, most recently, PvP. But, and obviously Vault Weekends when they're here right now. But, there's a lot less time that you go to Explore 12 compared to when it was first added. Yeah, it still requires the same amount of Explore 12 to do. It's not like some grinds in the game where you can constantly keep making progress on it. Horde Mimic is one of those grinds where you're always like equally away from it, regardless of how much you grind for. Because it's not like you're getting some kind of like mini currency that's constantly bringing you closer. So you can get really unlucky on it. And there's no like bad luck prevention on it. It's actually an achievement too, I believe, to get one. Aside from being a Kingdom Star for Dragon's Claw, I believe there's an achievement for getting a copy of a Horde Mimic. Which I'm surprised is not one of the most unachieved achievements in the game, because that's actually pretty hard. Yeah, surprisingly, I think it's like the 5th or 10th or somewhere's in there. Which I'm gonna go check after this Palooza. Oh, triple glory into that. That's not too bad, to be honest. We'll take it. Let's give it a moment. Moment is processing. Loading, loading, loading. Loading, loading. Loading, loading. Okay, we should be good to go. Alright, what do we get from our glory gnomes? 3,000s? Oh, we pretty much did. 1,000, 1,000 of Volky. Nice. That is pretty solid. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, what's our tallies at? Go see. We're 1 in. Ooh, nice. Alright, so we started at 296. Am I going to calculate it as 300 or 296? And just add 4 later? I think I'm just going to count it as 300 and add 4 later. We know we started at 296.73. But I'm going to count it as 373. And just add the 4 later. Just because it'll be way easier to calculate out every other number. So we're technically at 24 right now, but I'm going to put down 20. And we're going to keep doing that the rest of the time until the end. And then we're just magically going to have like 4 higher Volkies at the end. When I go and add it up. But as we're doing all the other numbers, I'm just going to count it as 300. Just to save us from having to do the weird math of 296. But there we go. But we did indeed start at 296.73. Or, you know, 1,073. So that is 24, 1, and 1. Which isn't too bad. Alright, so, let's see. We got all those EXP boosters. Probably go use one. Honestly, I think off stream tomorrow, I'm just going to go run every single one of these while just doing the things. I meant to do so today and just didn't bother. But I really should tomorrow. For now, I guess we'll go run one into a Palooza. Let's do it that way. Alright, throw down one of these. Gonna waste a little bit of its time, but not that much. Go straight over to a Palooza, and let's go crack open the next one. We have 5 more we could do. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do 4 more, though. So another hour of these, basically. Because as long as we go on drop rate, we should be pretty much at 100. And of course, the goal when doing these is pretty much 100, 100, 100. Doesn't have to be exact, obviously, but that's generally the goal. But how I like to do Vault Weekends lately. 100 per day. Nicely pasted. Pasted? 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 You know what I mean. That sounds weird in that context. But pasted as in not pasting something onto something, but pasted as in the pace at which you do something. Why does that sound so weird in the context of that sentence? We're perfectly paced between each other. No, that sounds even weirder. Wait. You know what I'm trying to say. An even distribution across 3 days. Evenly paced. Why does pace sound so weird in that context? Yeah, evenly distributed amongst 3 days time-wise. There we go. Trying to find a synonym. Today you can max a yellow kingdom? Nice. I'm getting really close to be able to max every other color. I think we're just like a few handful of deeds from maxing like the 4 other ones. I have a purple maxed, I have a green maxed, I'm getting really close to doing all of the other 4 colors. Not quite there yet though. And obviously all of the writs are being saved for purple. So I can't use the writs to get the final bit. Actually, what was the, does anyone remember what the deed book is for this season? Wasn't it brown? Because I think brown's gonna hit it this season. Due to all the ones we're getting in the season pass by the end of it. I think we have most of them by like the 7th or 8th week. If not all of them. So I think by that point I can actually go for a kingdom upgrade. Which one? I have no clue. I might just hold. You have 4 level 30 kingdoms? Nice. Yeah, we're sitting on 2. Wait, we're sitting on 2? Oh, we're sitting on 3. Because I forgot we did Sword's Edge as well. Oh, maybe that was the brown one I was upgrading. I almost forgot. I think I have Zijin partially upgraded for no reason. Or was that green? No, it couldn't be because it went into Zolkari. Wait, is Zijin brown restriction? Because if it is, I think I started leveling it for some reason earlier. Oh, Chad had 4 Horde Mimics? Oh, never mind. I misread what was it going there. My starting Volt keys was 298, but that's because I got 2 off stream. We actually started at 296. So hello, Dark Master. Welcome, welcome. The amount of keys we had at our beginning of the stream was not the amount of keys we had at the beginning of the day. Because we did farming all day. But based on last night's number, we are at 296.73. The reason why I showed us 298 is because of the 2 that we got during the day. When we were doing all the verse farming. I believe both of those were from Angels, oddly enough, as well. Neither of them are actually a Vault Key drop. They're both Angel drops. Gosh, why is my nose so itchy? It's almost like you're starting to get cold itchy. I don't feel like I'm getting a cold. Gosh, my nose is feeling weird right now. I just realized I don't have any tissues here. I ran out the other day and forgot to go get more. I have some napkins, but those are like really harsh on the nose. Another epic Volkey, nice. It's already 2 so far. I should probably still have a spare pack of, I said napkins. A spare pack of tissue somewhere in the house. They're always hiding for some reason, though. Not Wendy's napkins? Actually, that's kind of funny. I did get Taco Bell while they still have nacho fries the other day. And I still have a whole stack of Taco Bell napkins sitting on the counter right now. From when I got Taco Bell the other day. Like, the stack of napkins was literally bigger than one of the tacos. I'm not sure if that's a testament to how many napkins I took or how small their tacos are. But the stack of napkins was thicker than the taco and all of its wrapping. Is Stellaryx better than Diamantina? Yes and no. It situationally is. It depends what piece of content you're doing. There's still a lot of places where Diamantina is better. It really comes down to the context of the battle. Like, if you're just trying to one-shot the enemy teams, Diamantina is still the best thing in the game. If the damage range that you need is outside of one-shot range, then Stellaryx is better. Though there's still a point where it gets so high that you would still run insta-kill. But if you can kill in like 2 to 3 Stellaryx kills, it's generally one of the quickest things you can run. Obviously, there's still other alternatives like double Tesla and stuff like that. But it's pretty high up there for double, triple cast kills when it comes to wiping a whole team. But Diamantina is still way quicker if you can get it in one-shot range. As Diamantina has a better damage range than Stellaryx. It still has the highest damage range in the game. Wait, did Mr. Z just change the profile image to me? That's kind of funny. Gosh, it looks so weird. Honestly, I need a haircut. It's kind of funny. I can't actually even see myself on stream with how I have my layout right now. You guys can, I can't. He's being covered by game. I can see my timer and a few other things on screen. I can't actually see my own face cam though. I need a haircut. Well, I normally let it grow for the winter. Oh no, I noticed instantly. It's very obvious. It's so uncanny, like, seeing yourself as someone else's profile image. Because that's something that normally would never happen under any circumstance. Unless you're like a celebrity or something. That or someone trying to steal your identity. I am a celebrity? No. Hey, what's his name, Gnome? Gotta get that Dragonite somehow. I was gonna say, I would love if we got a kill condition there. At least let the battle take a little bit longer. We get like an extra Dragonite or two. Just realized we're coming really close to that level. It's not the level, but we're getting there. We're still 11 aways from the level when we get an extra stat on hero. And then we basically get the final stat in the game at 2,000. Because I'm pretty sure realistically we are never hitting level 3,000. There are people that have within the game, but gosh, is it a grind from going from 2,000 to 3,000. That is not a short ordeal. That's one thing I still think about with the, in like regard to identity theft. I'm pretty sure it wasn't because it was absurdly official looking and you had to like send it back to the thing so you didn't actually need postage. But I keep thinking because of how weirdly the jury duty thing was. It was like, oh, just someone who was trying to scam the social security number and everything else. Or whatever other info you had to fill out for because I don't even remember. But I don't think it was, because the postage for it wasn't normal postage. It was one of those ones that you just mail back to, like, location. Like one of those, like, really official, state-based ones. But I still think about that just because of how weirdly my jury duty went, or lack thereof. But just because it ended up getting, solved so quickly. Which isn't really that common, but did end up happening. I still think in the back of my head, like, was that a scam thing? But it definitely wasn't. I still always think in the back of my head is like, what if it was? I'll find out in like 5 years I'll have like 100k in debt from something. I have to go through all that. That actually happened to my dad at one point. I'm not sure how he got hit for it. But while he was in like New Jersey and South Carolina, he got like some kind of identity theft thing that happened in like Florida or something. Which obviously he wasn't in Florida for like at least 10, 20 years at that point. So it was obviously not him. It was a scam. We had to buy long pants. True. I did have to go out of my way to go buy long pants. That I'm never going to wear for anything unless I need long pants for something. What level do I think I will stop at? Well, we're never going to stop gaining hero levels. It's not that we're going to ever stop at a level, it's just, it becomes increasingly harder to level as we go up. And the amount of benefit that you get from level 2000 to 3000 is very non-existent. Compared to the benefit that you get from level 1000 to 2000, or even more so from 1 to 1000. 1 to 1000 you gain the most benefit, 1000 to 2000 you gain a decent amount. And 2000 to 3000 and anything onwards is basically no benefit at all. As you only gain one single stat all the way from 2000 to 3000. And that amount of time is literal years upon years. Because I'm pretty sure it takes longer to go from 2000 to 3000 than it does to go from 1 to 2000. We're not even at 2000 yet. What level's the 3000 perk? I don't know. There's a list for somewheres out there, though. Given that you get magic at 2000, it's likely either an HP or an armor. Because I normally don't do 2 offense back-to-back. So it's probably just an HP or armor. Which one, I don't know, but it's almost guaranteed 1 durability. I don't think we can get another one in. Hopefully this is a good one. Not the greatest, but we can work with it. You match with a lot of level 2000 to 3000 on PvP. Most of them are in Son of Anarchy. Yeah, most of them do go to, like, the upper of upper guilds. Like, if you're somehow, like, around level 3000, or beyond level 3,000, you're definitely in one of the biggest guilds in the entire game, that's for sure. If you're that high of a level, you're in like the top 0.0001% of guilds. It'd be one of those top 5 easily. If your level is actually that high. Wow, we're hitting a lot of thousands today on those gnomes. Oh, we even max rolled souls, nice. Alright, let's go see what our tally is. Hey, Trippy's ready. Alright, getting really close to that level too. Alright, tally time. So, 296. Oh no, we'll just count it as our normal number. We know what it truly is, but we'll put 37 there for now. Epics have moved up by 4. Well, by 3s. 2, 4. And 2 Paloozas used. Alright, let's go run one more Palooza, and then we'll probably go hand out a code, and then go run some more Paloozas. Probably run about another 3, I would say. We'll hand out one after this, or hand out a code after this next one. There's all of our pity keys. So I definitely got to use all these EXP boosters tomorrow. Make room for more pity keys. That way also this number will be our exact number of pity keys. Because right now it's like 6 EXP boosters in there. If you're level 3,000 and you gotta go to a top guild, no, you're already in one. Though also, you're not gonna be hitting anytime soon. What level are you right now? You're like, what, 2,100? Well, I clicked over here. That's not where I want to go. Though while I'm here. Oh yeah, we're far from the demotion area. How high is the top end? Yeah, it's like pretty much straight 150,000s. Is that all leaderboard? Yeah, 150,000. Why is my whole top leaderboard? That's unfortunate. I guess it makes sense. Alright. I was about to go check something somewhere and I already forgot what it was. Oh yeah, I was going to check Isabel's level. You're only like, what, 2,100, 2,200? We're still really high. Let's see. You're 2,100. That's still like 4 years away from 3,000. Maybe even longer. It takes forever. It takes a very long time. Alright, let's go run another one. We have 4 left. Probably run 3 more of them right now. And then we gotta grind a bunch more for later, of course. Hello? I clicked. There we go. I'll hand out a code after this one, then probably run another 2 for tonight. Till tomorrow. What am I doing? Like taking mana as if we don't already have win condition every single time. I'll catch you later, Supernova. Hope you have a good night. They should make a global leaderboard of the highest level players. Yeah, there's nowhere where it's kept track anymore. There used to be a website that did Gems of War database. But Gems of War database, I don't think runs anymore. I think the person who ended up running it quit. It was like the OG, like, location for Gems of War. It was basically the, Terran's world of when the game first started. For, like, the first 5 years of the game or so. Even a little longer than that. But I think they actually quit the game a few years ago. Like, around pandemic time. Because I'm not sure if that website's really maintained anymore. It was also an opt-in leaderboard. Like, I wasn't able to swipe it from everything in game. Only people that actually, like, put their data in. Which obviously wasn't everyone in the game. Our hair's growing out already. When are we going to shave it at some point? Oh, so I'm curious if I'm starting to get slightly bald. I'm not sure if it's because of how I keep sleeping. Is making my hairline kind of weird. But I feel like my hairline is like less thick for how much has been grown out. Like on how it's been like going most of my life, it's like, oh, I'm not going to go bald in my 30s. And it's like, hey, my dad did early 30s, so you never know. I wouldn't really care either way. I know, it's called aging. It's hard to tell because I always keep my hair relatively short these days. Yeah, it's more of a hereditary thing. Bald gene is carried by mother, though, is it? Doesn't it still have higher chance if it's on the father, though? Isn't that how that little diagram works? I remember that thing in, like, 7th grade. Those little hereditary diagram thingies. Actually, I think that was the highest grade I've ever made in a science class. I somehow had over 100% in that class. Which is weird, because some people had, like, C's or D's in that class. But I was best friends with the person who finished, like, 2nd in my entire class. She was, like, a really ultra try-hard for grades. Like, I tried, but not that hard. I think she finished with, like, 106% in that class. Like, literally over 100%. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with most hereditary science. Just the ultra absurd basics. We're almost at 14 million trophies? Nice. Honestly, I think PvP has been helping it a lot. People actually doing their battles. Including myself. I've been slacking. But PvP's been getting our trophy number up a lot. Compared to normal. Genki. Wait, you're Lester. You're in Genki's guild. That's kind of funny. How has she not kicked you yet? That seems like a very dangerous thing to do. Also, did Genki stream earlier today? Because I found 3 random redeem codes in my mail, which makes me think she streamed for a while earlier when I was sleeping. I wish I could catch her streams more. It's always at, like, the exact time I'm sleeping. Even if she streams at a different time, I just happen to not be around whenever that time is, it feels like. It's generally really easy to tell whenever she streamed. I just have to look at my redeem code section. And if it's just, like, flooded with codes. Because she doesn't stream as often, so whenever she hands out codes, she normally hands out a ton. Wait, I didn't even actually check. Were her codes also glitched out to only have 250 gold instead of 2,500? Or did Jetto only make that mistake to ours? Were our codes 2,500 gold codes, or were they 250 gold codes? Then again, it could just be that she was using our older codes and not the new batch. She generally has some spears from the past. Wait, they are glitched as well? That's funny. Yeah, she must have accidentally made all of them 250 then. I'm not sure how you even make that mistake. I assume she just like copy-pastes them in every single time. That's a really interesting mistake on Have One. I don't think I've ever seen that before in all the history we've been getting codes. Though I think one of the funniest mistakes is one time Salty gave us gem codes. She gave us like 30 to 50 gem codes instead of the normal codes. Like they were all codes that had like 50 gems in them or something. Or 25 gems, whatever it was. I think it was 25 gems. They're all like 25 gem codes with like a few other pieces of loot. Which never happens. I don't even think we get like single codes of that like anymore. But yeah, we handed those out over the course of like multiple years. Like 2 or 3 years we were handing them out for. Make them last. Oh, of course we eventually ran out. Yeah, they don't do those Twitch streams anymore. It's kind of weird because no one from their office or anything ended up taking it over either. It seemed like Jetto might end up getting that role, but then I think she's done like 5 streams total ever. In like 5 years or 4 years, however long it's been. A couple years. You only have one person to moderate? I don't know, we really haven't had much of an issue with it lately. I know Mr. Z and Lester kind of mess around sometimes. But as far as, like, actual, like, need of moderation aside from you two... like, as far as, like, spam bots and stuff like that, we haven't really had an issue with that in a long time. I've even been considering turning off the, like, needing to be subscribed to the channel for, like, 5 minutes in order to chat and chat. Because we haven't seen a bot on YouTube on my comment section or in chat for a good couple solid years now. It was really an issue in the past, but YouTube seemed to have solved that issue somehow. Not sure how. That or all the bots just give up. One or the other. So I'm pretty sure they didn't give up. It just YouTube system probably just got better. And then they gave up. Hello, Chris. Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. You were timed out 3 times yesterday? Why, did she ban the word 69? Actually, that would be a funny word to go banned. Because YouTube does have a ban filter where you can actually ban any number of words. I don't currently have a single word banned, other than just a natural filter that YouTube has. But we could put 69 on it. We're not going to, though. You guys will find some other way to write 69. All right, 2 more minutes. We'll go hand out the final code and then probably run 2 more Paloozas. Unless this one has gone really good, in which case we might actually only need 1 more after this one. Because normally we only need like 12 to 13 Paloozas per weekend. Between pity and everything else. Also there's angels that give quite a bit of keys along the way. Like today we got 2 of them from it. Which isn't a lot, but you know, they add up. 2 a day is a whole 6. Also, I had a few instances today where I could have taken a Volkey and I actually denied it. Because the other offer was deeds. And obviously 2 deeds is better than 1 Volkey. Regardless of what color it is. Oh, Dragonite Gnome. Honestly, it's so late in the thing, I almost feel like saving him. We can cash him in for full value. Honestly, but how bad this battle's going? I think I'm about to. Oh no, he could actually run away here. Wait. Don't do it. Alright, that's fine. You know what? We're just gonna wait it up. I already came this far. I normally wouldn't do this, but we're gonna claim a full Dragonite Gnome here. This does cost us like a Volkey or 2. But we're gonna get like 40, 30 Dragonite instead of like 5. I just realized, is this even enough damage? All 15. Oh, he has 15 durability. That will exact kill. So yeah, don't click it yet. Don't click it quite yet. Give it a moment. Give it a few more moments. I haven't claimed a Dragonite Gnome for full value from a Palooza in a while. Give it a few extra seconds just in case. Alright, how much do we get? Come on, more than 20. Okay, 60. That was 100% worth it. 1 minute of Palooza in exchange for about 50 plus Dragonite. 100% worth it. And we got a little bit extra glory from it too. But, yeah, if we would have gotten this during the Palooza, this would have been like 8 Dragonite or something. So we got an extra 50 plus just from waiting a minute. It did cost us like a Vault Key or 2, but that was actually probably worthwhile. There's a bit of a higher roll on him too. Because 20 is his lowest roll. Alright, there we go. Nice. Alright, so, let's go see what our tally is. How much damage do we take from not doing a Palooza for a whole minute? Not too much damage. Actually, we did really good this Palooza. Even with that, we're still above average on this Palooza. 58. And, what was the other number? This was started at 73, so we're at 7. Yeah, that, gosh, for a whole minute delay. That was still a really solid Palooza there. Yeah, I think we'll run 1 more Palooza tonight then. Because counting pity and everything, that should be 100. Plus, you have to keep in mind, we actually have 4 more Volkeys than whatever our Volkey number says. I'm just counting it from 300 because it's easier that way. But we technically started at 296 earlier today. The stream started at 298 because we already got 2 from the gnomes and stuff during the day. Actually, I think they were both from angels, oddly enough. Anyways, alright, let's go run more. This will be the final one. Oh yeah, I said I'm gonna hand out a code at this point. Let me go hand out 1 code, and then we'll go run the last Palooza for the night. And then we'll probably need to run about another 8 to 9 Paloozas this weekend, depending on if we get lucky, unlucky. Maybe even a 10th. But there you guys go. There's redeem code. Use on gemsword.com for the game code section. Your invite code is under your settings menu. Redeem code's right over there in chat. And give same blue as always. 2 treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and somehow only 250 gold instead of 2,500. Enjoy, everyone. Alright, let's go run the last Palooza for now. Let's see what we get. Maybe we can get a nice big Dragonite Gnome drop. Actually, how much Dragonite do we have right now? We're sitting on 3,135. I'd want to have at least 10,000, if not more, by the time we get our next wave of dragons. So we still got a ways to go. However, at bare minimum, we're like 9 months away, if not longer, before we get another set of dragons. Assuming we even get another set of dragons this year. It could easily be next year. If we even get one next year. Or this year. But, yeah, we're still a ways to go. And with that much time, I think we could easily get about 1,000 Dragonite a month. Just between, getting like 1 or 2 perfects on dungeons, combined with, Vault weekends, combined with just random stray Dragonite Gnomes. Should be able to get almost 1,000 a month. Give or take a little. Maybe a little bit less. Really depends if we're going out of our way to grind it a bunch. Anyways, final palooza. Let's go to craft. Startup timer. And this will be the final one for tonight. Until tomorrow. And then we'll finish out this grind the rest of the weekend. I do want to really get on that grind a little bit more tomorrow and Sunday. Not that I didn't grind today, but definitely could have gotten a bit more in. Kind of caught up, used it today as a catch-up on sleep day as well. I was stuck at midday nap. Why are we getting so much Dragon Knight Gnome? I was stuck at midday nap today. I'm not sure why. But because the time's been back an hour, or, you know, because of the whole daylight savings time, I've been getting really sleepy for like an hour duration time every single day from 6 to 7. I'm not sure why. It's mostly because it starts getting dark then. So my body's like, oh, I should go sleep now. But I've been taking like an hour nap half the days lately. Around 6 to 7. Because for whatever reason, I've just been feeling super tired around that time. Almost every day. Because lately, by like 6 o'clock, it's like pitch black outside. Pitch black because it's snowy tonight. You have 6 Paloozas and just got 2 Dragonite Gnomes? Nice. Yeah, they add up. Honestly, I almost kind of want to not see them when we're doing Paloozas. Mostly because Dust Devil team doesn't deal with them that well. When you really want to see them is when you're verse farming. Because then you can always claim them for 100% loot. You actually don't really want to see them that often when you're, well, it depends what team you're using. But with a team like this, you generally don't actually want to see them that often when you're doing Paloozas. As each one can end up wasting 10 to 20 seconds. Which is basically a whole battle or two worth of loot. Hey, Dragonite Gnome. It's like our second or third one already this cycle. Got a win condition. Go, go, go. I think on average we're getting like 3 a Palooza. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Is there a good verse farm? Basically, just spam level 1 Explore. The best way to do it is with Dust Devil Triple Ironhawk. The next best is to use the exact team we have right now. The third best is use, like, Rowain Quick Heal or something. With, like, Hero, Rowain, Mirage Queen, and Leprechaun. Just immediately get mana on Rowain and then cast and win. I haven't really been doing that much verse farming during Vault Weekends lately, at least on stream. Maybe we'll do a little bit tomorrow night. It just normally it's more fun to show the Paloozas than to show the verse farming process. Well, we still could. A little change of pace. Catch you later, Sonny. Have a good night. Yeah, I'll be calling you after this Palooza as well. Yes, generally every single mythic rotates in Soulforge around every 3 to 4 months these days. So if you just save up 8,000, I almost said Dragonite. If you save up 8,000 diamonds until then, you'll be able to go get double. You'll be able to run this exact team for both verse farming and for Paloozas. This one is slightly slower for verse farming, but not that much slower. It's because you have to double cast instead of single cast, but it's not that big a deal. Plus you get a better damage range. The triple Ironhawk team only has a 20 damage range, whereas this is 25. It's the reason why we actually have to run it for this as well. Because there's a lot of gnomes that 20 damage just won't kill. Like Soul Gnome, for example, you can see right there is 21 durability. So if we were using a 20 damage build, that Soul Gnome actually would have lived. And obviously there are still some that survived to 25, but it's basically just Dragonite Gnome, if I'm not mistaken. Which, of course, is one benefit of, like, Rowan builds and stuff like that. Is they can one-shot all the gnomes regardless, even if they're Dragonite. Like, they're nothing. Whereas this team struggles to kill Dragonite Gnome, and the 20 damage build struggles to kill Soul Gnome and Dragonite Gnome. Yeah, there's a place to track it on Terran's World. I think there's also a Discord bot that does it too. Yeah, I see the name change. What's the whole thing with changing all the T's for N? I still don't understand what that's a reference to. It's been happening for like at least a month now, and I still don't know what it's referencing. I thought it was maybe with my pronunciation of Rowan, but Rowan doesn't have a T in it that I can pronounce as an N. Well, it's a reference to Queen Titania? What, did I call her Natania at some point? Pretty sure I've always called her Queen Titania. It might just sound like it because I say it so quick that it might sound like I'm starting with the N syllable. Part of says it's Starbucks training. I know this says Natania, but I assumed you mean Queen Titania. I don't know. Because I've never heard of a Queen Titania. In any circumstance. Yeah, soul gnome. Oh, never mind, that's not a soul gnome. I mean, I meant to say cursed gnome, but it also wasn't a cursed gnome or a soul gnome. A lethal weapon taught you that. I was thought you said Lethal Company for a second. Wasn't that a new, like, indie horror game that came out recently? I never really followed that many indie horror games, but I did see that starting to pop up. Seemed okay. It seems like another, like, Among Us spin-off kind of thing. Though made with even smaller team, oddly enough. I think it was made by literally one person, actually. Whereas I think Among Us had, like, a team of, like, almost a dozen, or a little less. Oh yeah, Salty ended up doing that. Or I think it was Salty. We used to have a different name on the forum. I can't remember what it was. But one day Salty changed it to the one who mispronounces. And I never bothered getting a switch back. Oh yeah, they did make a VR version of Among Us. I still never tried VR for anything yet. Well, it's because the technology still seems a little basic at the moment. Also, I don't feel like there's any good games for it that aren't horror games. Like, horror game is pretty much like the only genre VR currently does very well. Like, at all. Also, why are there so many Dragonite gnomes? I don't even want to see them. A music game like Beat Saber. Yeah, that one would work pretty good. It's basically Guitar Hero, but with sabers. Yep, the final minute of the final palooza. Till tomorrow. Well, we made it to the 1/3 point. As even though I always kind of think of it as like 555 paloozas, we normally only need about 13 to make it, counting pity. Since we do include pity. I think we get 3 fights in. This one, next one, final one. But then again, I say that with the loading screen, we probably only get the next one in. Yeah, we're definitely not going to fit another one in there. Alright, time to wait up the timer. Loading, loading. Oh no! That's like the worst battle you could have gotten on. 3 ingot gnomes into a jewel gnome. Honestly, we will almost get the same loot if we wait a few seconds than we will if we just take it right now. Like, this will give us absolutely nothing 4 times over. Nothing, 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 nothing. Wow. That's very unfortunate. This is one of the worst final fights you could possibly even have. That is horrifically bad. Let's see what our tally is. What's our final tally for now? Let's see. 84, which means 84. Wait, why did that move up so much? Wait, what? Was our Palooza just that good? Why is that number so big? Wait. Did I forget to count one? Or was our last Palooza just that big? That means we did 26. Which is way above average. Did I just forget to count one? Or is the Palooza just that big? I actually don't know. Have we done 4 or 5? Wait, we can tell because we started with... Yeah, we only done 4. Wow, that was a really lucky Palooza then. That was a way above average luck Palooza. Interesting. Yeah, that's a lot of Volkies from 126. Alright, 81, 73, yeah, that's 8, okay. Yeah, we only got 1 epic Volkie, but we got 26 normal Volkies. Very nice. Ah, there we go. And counting pity, which is a little bit hard to tell because all the XP boosters here. That does mean we're at 100 right now. We're a little above it. And we'll finish out the rest of the next 2 days. But anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Don't forget, Vault Weekend is still plenty of time left if you haven't really grinded it yet. There is, if I could ever get to the page, there's a ton of time still left. 2 days, 4 hours. Still got a whole solid 2 days to go and grind out the rest of the weekend. And I'll be doing that tomorrow and Sunday. And of course, our goal, just hitting the standard 300 Volkies. We'll get some grind during the day to go get our verses that we need. And we'll go from there. Anyways, guys, hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there. Stay warm out there if you're experiencing a lot of snow. And I guess I'll catch you guys soon. We'll be back tomorrow, same time as always. Hour and a half prior to now tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we do every single night. And I'll catch you guys then. Have a wonderful weekend. Goodbye, everyone. And thanks for watching.